Welcome to Green Garden Community TV, where small spaces grow big dreams. If you've ever looked at your small backyard or balcony and thought, there's not enough room to do anything special, this video is here to change your mind. Today, we're going to dive into smart and stylish backyard garden ideas designed specifically for small spaces. Have you ever walked into a space and felt instantly at peace, but couldn't quite explain why? That's the quiet magic of design done right. Now, imagine bringing that same feeling to your own backyard no matter how small it is. Zen stone pathways are one of the most underrated ways to add flow, intention, and calm to a compact outdoor area. They don't need tons of square footage or expensive materials. Just a vision. These stone paths do more than guide your steps, they create a sense of journey, reflection, and serenity. Whether it's a simple gravel trail with stepping stones or a winding path flanked by moss and ferns, the result is the same: space that breathes. It doesn't matter if your yard is 20 feet wide or a postage stamp patio, there's a Zen path design that fits. So why settle for concrete slabs or boring grass when you could walk a path that helps you slow down and truly connect with your space? Zen stone pathways are rooted in traditional Japanese landscaping, where every element is intentional. Start with your layout. Avoid rigid, straight lines instead. Let the path curve naturally to invite exploration. Use materials like flat river stones, soft gravel, or slate slabs spaced for walking. Fill the gaps with moss or creeping thyme to soften the look and add life underfoot. Consider adding a subtle border with bamboo, wood, or even low hedges. These materials are affordable, widely available, and blend beautifully with nature. Even the placement of the stones matters. Irregular, staggered positioning creates rhythm and flow. Don't forget lighting. Low, soft LED path lights enhance visibility without ruining the tranquil vibe. You can lead this path toward a focal point: a tree, a small sculpture, or a cozy sitting area. What's powerful is how this simple design tool organizes your yard visually and emotionally. It doesn't just fill space, it defines it. The beauty of Zen pathways goes way beyond aesthetics. First, they help control foot traffic in a small yard so your lawn or garden beds stay intact. They also reduce soil erosion and minimize muddy spots after rain. But the deeper benefit is emotional. Walking a well-designed path encourages mindfulness. It gives you a reason to slow down and notice the sound of the birds, the rustle of the leaves, or the fragrance of a nearby herb. Plus, Zen paths create flow between different zones in your yard, helping a tight space feel organized and spacious. They're also incredibly low maintenance. Gravel, stones, and moss don't need watering or mowing, and they hold up year-round. For homeowners, renters, and even apartment dwellers with patios, it's a no-dig, budget-friendly way to transform how your outdoor space feels. One step at a time, you're creating a peaceful retreat, and it all starts with where you walk. So what would your Zen path look like? Natural stone with time in between? A gravel trail lit by lanterns? Tell us your vision in the comments below. Or drop a if you're into peaceful, practical design. If this inspired you, hit save or share with someone who needs a calming upgrade to their yard. Your next step might just start with a stone. Imagine stepping outside and hearing the gentle sound of trickling water, not from a large fountain or sprawling pond, but from a tiny, beautifully designed water feature that fits right into your small backyard. That sound? It instantly relaxes you, blocks out noise, and makes even the smallest yard feel like a peaceful escape. You don't need a grand estate or a landscaper's budget to enjoy the serenity of water in your outdoor space. With compact options like tabletop fountains, ceramic basin waterfalls, or even repurposed bird baths, you can bring soothing energy to your patio, balcony, or tiny yard. These mini features are like jewelry for your landscape, small, striking, and full of personality. And the best part? They take up virtually no space. In fact, most of them can be installed in a single afternoon. Whether you're going for rustic charm or sleek modern vibes, there's a tiny water feature to match your style and space. Tiny water features come in all shapes and styles. One of the simplest is a ceramic or concrete bowl filled with water, pebbles, and a small recirculating pump. Add a few aquatic plants like water lettuce or miniature lotus, and you've got a miniature pond with zero digging. For vertical options, try a wall-mounted waterfall, ideal for narrow spaces. These can be solar-powered, plug-in, or battery-operated, meaning no plumbing is necessary. Want a rustic look? Convert an old metal basin into a bubbling fountain with just a pump and a few stones. Want elegance? A black stone orb fountain on a pedestal brings luxury without requiring space. Add soft lighting nearby, and you've created a multi-sensory feature that enhances your backyard both day and night. With careful placement, even a small water element becomes the heart of your garden, drawing eyes, softening hardscape, and grounding the space. Water has a profound impact on how we feel. The sound masks distractions from street noise to neighbor chatter, making your backyard feel like its own private sanctuary. It also attracts birds and pollinators, boosting the ecosystem without extra effort. Plus, water features help cool the air around them slightly, which can be a subtle but welcome shift in summer months. Visually, the movement of water adds a dynamic element to your design. Unlike static decor, a bubbling or flowing fountain changes constantly with light, breeze, and shadow. These features also define focal points, helping you organize a small yard into purposeful zones. And let's talk stress. Countless studies show that water sounds lower anxiety and boost mood, especially when enjoyed daily. So, for a feature that enhances mood, design, and nature all without needing more than a few feet of space, a tiny water feature might be the smartest small-scale upgrade out there. So tell us, would you go with a tabletop bowl, a wall-mounted waterfall, or something totally DIY? Drop a in the comments if the sound of water makes you feel relaxed. Don't forget to tag a friend who needs a little peace in their backyard. And if you're saving up inspiration for your outdoor makeover, hit that save button now. Let's be honest, small backyards can be tricky. You want them to look clean and modern, but not cold. You want green space, but not the hassle of a full lawn. So what's the sweet spot? Enter paver and grass grids. This sleek design trend is showing up everywhere, from luxury patios to smart urban gardens, and for good reason. It's a layout where function meets beauty, with clean geometric lines and just enough greenery to bring warmth and softness. Whether your space is 5 feet wide or you're working with a narrow walkway, paver grids bring structure, symmetry, and a designer vibe that instantly upgrades your yard. You don't need expensive materials or a pro crew, just a layout plan, some pavers, and turf or low-growing grass. In fact, this might be the easiest way to make your backyard look high-end without breaking your budget or your back. A paver and grass grid is exactly what it sounds like, a repeating pattern of hard pavers and soft ground cover. The most common approach? Concrete or stone squares, evenly spaced, with either grass or a low-maintenance alternative like creeping thyme or artificial turf filling the gaps. The layout can be formal, like a checkerboard, or looser and more modern, with long strips of pavers alternating with greenery. It works equally well for patios, walkways, and entire backyard floors. Start with a level base, lay out your pattern using string or spacers, and install your pavers with about 2 to 4 inches of space in between. Then add sod, seed, or a drought-tolerant filler for an instantly polished look. You can even edge the grid with metal or wood to keep everything clean. The contrast of texture stone and green is where the magic happens. It creates a visual rhythm that makes your small yard feel bigger and more organized. This layout doesn't just look amazing, it solves a bunch of backyard problems. First, it controls foot traffic by clearly guiding movement through the space. That keeps your plants and borders protected. Second, the green filler between pavers improves drainage, helping to reduce pooling and runoff after rain. And if you use artificial turf or a ground cover like clover or thyme, maintenance is close to zero. Unlike full lawns, you won't be mowing or fertilizing weekly. And unlike concrete slabs, this grid layout stays cooler in the sun and breaks up the visual weight of hard surfaces. Plus, it's renter-friendly and scalable. You can build a full backyard floor grid, or just create a small 4x4 section to serve as a visual feature. Over time, this setup gives your space that designer-finished feel, like something out of a modern landscaping magazine. And all it takes is a few materials, a weekend, and a vision. What would your perfect grid look like? Sleek concrete with bright green turf, or warm flagstone with creeping thyme? Drop your favorite combo in the comments. Hit the save button if you're feeling this idea, and tag someone who needs a little geometric magic in their backyard. Think you need a giant yard to grow something beautiful? Think again. Container gardens are one of the easiest and most versatile ways to add lush color to any outdoor space, especially when you're short on square footage. But we're not talking about boring pots lined up in a row. We're talking about bold, vibrant containers in eye-catching shapes and sizes. We're talking curated color palettes, layers of texture, and even edible herbs tucked between flowers. Whether your space is a tiny patio, a balcony, or just a corner of the backyard, container gardens let you take control of the vibe and change it anytime you want. No digging, no overcommitment, just creativity and color. And because they're portable, you can shift them around with the seasons or whenever your style changes. Want to wake up to yellow marigolds and blue salvia next to your coffee chair? Want to hang hot pink petunias against a white wall? With containers, it's all possible. Container gardens are more than just plants in pots, they're mini design statements. To make them pop, start with the container itself. Choose bold colors like cobalt blue, cherry red, or matte black to contrast with greenery. Then, mix plant types using the thriller, filler, spiller method. The thriller is your tall eye-catching plant. The filler is something bushy or colorful in the middle, and the spiller is what cascades over the sides. Geraniums, coleus, sweet potato vines, herbs, even dwarf tomatoes, anything can work. Play with texture and height by stacking containers, using stands, or hanging pots on walls or railings. If your space is really limited, use tiered plant stands or shelving units to create vertical layers of color. Even an old stepladder becomes a stunning garden with a few well-placed pots. Choose a color scheme: warm reds and oranges for energy, or cool purples and whites for calm. With containers, your garden becomes a canvas. The biggest benefit of a container garden is flexibility. You're not locked into one layout or one type of plant. If a pot isn't thriving, just move it. If a flower fades, swap it out. No back-breaking digging, no complicated irrigation, just easy updates that keep your space fresh. Containers are also perfect for renters or anyone who doesn't want to invest in permanent landscaping. Plus, you can grow a mix of ornamental and edible plants. Imagine basil and cherry tomatoes growing right next to bright zinnias. The color combinations and plant textures bring your space to life visually, while the scents and even flavors enhance your outdoor experience. And because you control the soil, watering, and placement, container plants often thrive better than in-ground gardens. They also make it easy to experiment. Try succulents, tropicals, herbs, or flowering vines, all in one small footprint. For personality-packed greenery that works in any space, nothing beats a well-designed container garden. Which colors or plants would you mix in your ultimate container garden? Comment with your dream combo, or drop a if you love the idea of a garden that moves with you. Share this with a friend who needs some floral inspiration, and don't forget to save it for your next backyard glow-up. Ever step into your backyard only to be pushed back inside by the heat or glare? When your outdoor space is small, you don't have the luxury of big pergolas or giant umbrellas cluttering up your footprint. That's where retractable awnings come in, and they might just be the smartest upgrade for any tiny backyard. These aren't your grandma's cranky old canvas shades. Today's retractable awnings are sleek, modern, and smart literally. They can extend with a push of a button or even automatically adjust based on the sunlight. And when you don't need them, they fold away like they were never there. No poles to bump into. No lost space. Just instant shade when you want it and open sky when you don't. Whether you're hosting friends, reading outside, or just trying to avoid sunburn at 3 p.m., a retractable awning keeps your space flexible, stylish, and totally livable no matter how tight the layout. Retractable awnings come in a range of styles, from simple manual rollouts to high-tech motorized options with wind sensors and remote control. You can mount them on a wall, above a patio door, or even to the side of a shed or small roofline. Choose from durable fabrics in neutrals, stripes, or bold colors that match your outdoor theme. For tighter budgets, crank handle models offer great shade without the tech. But if you want to go all in, motorized versions let you adjust the angle and coverage with precision. Some models even include built-in LED lighting or side panels for extra privacy. When retracted, the awning disappears into a slim casing, keeping your yard looking clean and open. And because it doesn't require posts or ground support, you keep every inch of your limited space free for furniture, planters, or play zones. It's a shade solution that adapts to your mood, weather, and daily routine. What makes retractable awnings ideal for small backyards is their adaptability. You don't always want full shade. Sometimes you want sun for your plants or to stargaze at night. A fixed structure can't give you that choice, but a retractable awning can. It helps regulate the temperature on your patio or deck, reducing glare and heat by up to 15 degrees on hot days. That's energy savings and comfort in one. It also protects your outdoor furniture from sun damage and keeps your space more usable throughout the day. And because they extend horizontally instead of vertically, awnings don't intrude on the flow or layout of your yard. You're not ducking under canopies or losing space to umbrella bases. For renters, some models even install with no drilling, meaning you can take them with you when you move. Whether you're creating a cozy cafe vibe or just looking for a break from the sun, retractable awnings let you enjoy your yard on your terms. If you had the chance to add smart shade to your backyard, would you pick a classic crank or a remote-controlled setup? Drop or in the comments to vote. Know someone who's cooking in their backyard every summer? Share this with them and don't forget to save this post for your next outdoor upgrade. Got a weird empty corner in your yard? Let's turn it into something incredible. A rock garden with native plants creates texture, color, and structure, and it thrives with minimal care. It's the easiest way to go from blah to beautiful. Use local stones, drought-tolerant grasses, and native flowering plants. Layer heights and textures for visual interest. Arrange it around a boulder or log, and let nature guide the layout. No lawnmower needed, and it looks amazing year-round. Native plants attract pollinators and require less water. Rock gardens control erosion, reduce weeds, and need almost zero maintenance. Plus, they give your yard an organic, grounded feel that changes with it. Drop in the comments if you love natural landscaping. Which native plants grow in your area? Let's help each other create more sustainable yards, one corner at a time. So whether you're working with a compact patio, a narrow side yard, or just a corner of green behind your home, remember this: your backyard doesn't have to be big to make a big impact. From the clean, structured beauty of paver and grass grids, to the bold colors of container gardens, the smart flexibility of retractable awnings, and the flavor-packed charm of edible borders, each idea we've shared is about using your space with intention, style, and creativity. It's not about having more, it's about doing more with what you have. Small gardens can still inspire, grow, relax, and even feed. You just need smart ideas, a little planning, and the courage to try something new. Whether you're redesigning from scratch or just adding a fresh touch to your current layout, every step you take adds personality and function to your backyard story. We hope today's ideas sparked your imagination and gave you the confidence to reimagine what's possible in your own yard, no matter the size. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with a fellow garden lover, and don't forget to follow us for more small space ideas that make a big difference. See you next time.